Hello there. You are onto the M2M Session podcast. We raise kings to embrace their masculinity and amplify their influence in the society. Welcome. The M2M Session podcast is about to begin.
Hello there. Anna Inyang here, and I'm the founder of Judas Pride and your host on M2M Session podcast. Initially, I wanted to talk to you guys on the topic man up, but today I want to talk from my heart here, and I want to share something with you that is listening to me. First of all, thank you for always tuning into M2M Session podcast every Friday. So, if you recall, in the month of August August into September, I recall talking about how difficult it was moving from where I was, having to shuttle between states, I also recall talking about how I didn't see myself where I was at the moment, of course, because I'm usually an accurate planner. Like I like planning everything. So right from when I finished university, I knew what my life would be 5 years down the line. But like I shared with you guys in the month of August, at that point, if anybody had told me I would be where I was at that moment, I would have laughed at the person. And this is November, and we are approaching the end of the year. And I can also tell you categorically that where I am right now, if anybody had told me that this is where I will be, I wouldn't have believed the person. So you see, I had to relocate after serving the country, and I was done with my service here in the month of October. Even before October, I was already shuttling between cities. So I had to relocate from Asaba down to Lagos, Nigeria. And it's not really been easy, trust me. It's not really been easy, especially, having to move down to a new city, trying to find your footings, having lots of pressures on you, working for a firm, having to take care of yourself, feeding, thinking about family. 1st of November was my mom's birthday, and October 28th was my brother's birthday. So having to look at all of that, Christmas is coming, and I'm the firstborn here. I have to think of, I need to start preparing to send at least Christmas gift, because I doubt I might be around with my family for Christmas, thinking about all of that. My friends are getting married, I'm in the train, raising funds to be part of the train, Don't even get me started with raising funds to get an accommodation, furnishing the house. It's really not easy, It's really not easy. Trust me. It's really not easy. Most times, one of the things that comes into my mind is, why is life not this easy? Generally speaking, as a man, why is life not this easy for us? Because particularly for the month of November, since 1st of November till date, today is day 26, day 25. We've been on a no sex, no alcohol challenge. I've been helping, I and my team in Judas Pride and a couple of my covenant brothers. We've been helping young men to break free from the addiction to pornography, masturbation, and alcohol. We didn't just want to do the normal November challenge, and then after the challenge, you just go back. So it will now be like, we are doing a challenge in November, so in December now we can go back. No, that wasn't the idea. That wasn't the main idea. Yeah, we had actually anticipated to do a boot camp just for 30 persons who would sign up, but eventually we had more than 30. Yeah, we had over 50 persons who signed up, and at the point we had to drop some persons. Yeah. So having to walk through that 30 days challenge, and we are still on it. You see, having to juggle between work, Judas Pride, thinking of what to push out to you guys every Friday, family, relationship, friends, there's a whole lot here. Really, there is a whole lot of demand. And by now that I'm not a Superman. So there's no Superman that is speaking to you right now. You get, trust me, I don't have it all figured out yet. 2023 is coming, and I can tell you for a fact that I'm scared. For the first time in my life, I am scared of actually making a plan for the year. Trust me. First time in my life that I'm scared of making a plan. No, I don't do those New Year me, New Year goals. No, I don't do that. What I usually do is that I make out quarterly plans before the year begins, and I share it with my mentors. Yeah, I share it with my mentors, and then I keep track of it. And I can tell you that for this year, sorry, yeah. For this year, the November challenge was not in view, okay? But out of the plans that I had, since I couldn't accomplish some other things, I had to merge it, I had to review and say, okay, I wasn't able to achieve this, okay, maybe let's switch over to this, yeah? And there's some things I've not achieved yet, and not being able to achieve that this year, it means it's a carryover for next year, okay? But I can tell you for a truth that for the first time in my life, really, for the first time in my life, I'm scared of actually planning for the next year. It could be the fear of the unknown, it could be the fear of failure, okay? But I am admitting the fear. Oh, trust me, I'm definitely going to deal with it, yeah? But I am actually admitting the fear. For me, this particular episode is I'm just pouring out my heart to you guys. Yeah. Because you see, it's really not easy. Last night I had everything. I was like, okay, what am I gonna talk to these guys about today? I wanted to talk about man up, but at the point where I was fully set to speak to you guys, I just felt like let me just share, let me just pour my heart to you, because I'm doing this to encourage you also. Because just in case you need to lift off a burden from your heart, just in case you need to light off some things. You see, as men, when we have issues, when we want to solve challenges, or we are faced with problems, what we do is that we shut out almost everybody, and then we go into our cave, and then we storm in, we plan, we strategize, and then we see how to achieve it. But sometimes you just have to face reality and remember that we are actually humans. Yes, we are actually humans. And sometimes all we eventually need to do is just to talk it out. Yeah, actually, all we eventually need to do sometimes is what? Just talk it out. It's really been a whole lot in the month of November, because I can tell you that I am accountability partner this month. It's really been, I can understand with them. We've not even really had so much time, to talk, but I know we will eventually get to talk, yeah? Probably if I had spoken with them, maybe I wouldn't be here pouring out my heart to you guys. But of course, you need to have an accountability partner, yeah? But I'm doing this to let you know that, hey man, you're human. Okay? You're human. And if we allow these thoughts running through our minds, the thought of failure, the thought of what if, the thought of what next, the thought of how, the thought of where, the thought of who, by who, which, whom. It can be so overwhelming and it can cloud our judgment, really. It can really be cloud our judgment. A lot of you could be in serious deep shit right now as you're listening to me. Trust me. A lot of you, probably you even listening to me right now, you could be in a deep shit. You could probably be in debt. You could probably be struggling with an addiction. You could probably have an issue in your relationship. You could probably have an issue with family. Probably you're even struggling with school, with finances. Probably you have issues with housing, with accommodation, with job. You're still seeking for a job. Probably there's a lady who you just realize that just because you couldn't control your sexual urges, kasala don't burst, and then she don't carry belly. She's pregnant with child, and then you're already thinking, man, I'm not ready to start a family. How am I gonna raise a child? How am I even gonna break the news to my family? Probably that's where you are. Probably you're in a situation where you don't even have anything figured out. The year is about to end, and maybe you're one of those who probably set up a plan, a strategy, a goal for the year, and you've maybe not achieved anything. And you're like, damn, how am I going to achieve all of this? The year is ending. Maybe you feel frustrated. Maybe you feel like a loser. Maybe you feel like a failure. Maybe, just maybe, you feel like giving up. Maybe you feel like quitting. Maybe you feel like throwing in the towel. Maybe, just maybe, I say, maybe you feel like ending your life. Someone was, a few days ago, someone tried calling me. I was so busy, and the person sent me a message on social media on WhatsApp. And she was like complaining and talking, and I was like, I'm very sorry, I can't really help you at this point. She kept on complaining that she's gonna end her life. In fact, she feels like ending her life, that she knows why people end their life, commit suicide. And I had to pause and I had to think to myself. And I told myself, the truth is, nobody can actually wave a magic wand on our challenges. Yeah? We can't wave a magic wand on our challenges. Every single person you see out there, me, you, your brother, your sister, your family, your parents, your dad, we are going through stuff. Come on. Have you ever thought about it? The things you're going through now, have you thought about how your father, how your dad had been going through stuffs, having his own personal challenges with life? Every morning he wakes up and he smiles at you while you were young. He tells you good morning. He picks you to school, pays for your fees, provides food on the table for the family to eat. Man, if there's anybody in this earth that deserves accolade, it's our father. Because life ain't easy, man. Life ain't easy. Nobody told us adulthood would be like this, but life ain't easy. And I say to you, if our parents did not commit suicide, then we can actually make it. Life ain't easy, but that doesn't mean that we should throw in the towel in the face of challenge. I say it again. If our parents scale through, if there has been no trace of our parents committing suicide, despite the challenges, they still raise us up to where we are right now, and then we are continuing and we are still looking on them. Then to hell with the suicidal thoughts. To hell with the attempts to give up on life in the face of challenges. Blood is thicker than water. So the same blood that flowed through their veins and made them to scale through and made them to survive and made them not to abandon us and made them to always come back home with a smile You know, a lot of persons, they say, leave me alone. Don't you know that I'm going through stuff? I mean, when that young girl was in my DM, complaining, that's what came. That I would have quickly shut her up. I would have said, hey, young girl, I'm also going through stuff. Don't you know that? But I didn't. I had to stay and encourage her. Because I know, man, a lot of us are going through stuff. But because we are going through stuff, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't help other persons. Oh, you will never help from the point of strength. If you are waiting to have it all before you can help anybody, then I tell you the truth, you're actually joking. We celebrated International Men's Day on the 19th of November. That was last week, Saturday. And this podcast is also a commemoration in accordance with the theme, helping men, helping boys. And I'm telling you, if you are waiting to help your younger brother, if you're helping to help your fellow man, if you're helping to help anybody when you have it all figured out, then you're joking. Do you think I have it all figured out? No, I don't. No, I don't. But you see, it is the decision to try that keeps us going. It is the motivation to carry on that keeps us going. You think, I know I've shared this before. Yeah, when I started podcasting, I was so discouraged and I was so afraid. I was like, who will even listen? What do I even have to say? What do I have to say? After the first 5 episodes I published, I came back and I saw, wow, you and every other person across Nigeria, across United States of America, across Ghana, across Germany, across South America, across South Africa, across different countries, you were tuning in and listening. And at the point, M2M Session Podcast hit top 100 most listened podcast episodes in Malaysia. And I was like, wow, what am I even saying? Waiting I did talk. So I'm saying that to say this. Men are down. Man, we are down. There's a man down beside you. But don't wait until you are up before you can pull him up. Yeah, I know we've been told that you need to have something to give. But are you aware that your experiences are enough to help? Are you aware that what most persons may even need, even though they want money and you don't have money, what they may even need is a shoulder to cry on. What they may even need is a hug and a pat on their back and someone to tell them it's gonna be all right. Don't give up. I'm praying for you. I'm here with you. We will go through this together. What some persons even need is an ear to listen. What some persons even need as help is an eye that will see through their challenges and would understand what they are going through and will tell them, I see your pain, I see your hurt, but I believe in you. That's help. And I'm telling you right now, I see your pain. And I believe in you. You might be in a difficult and critical situation right now. You might not have it all figured out. But we are in this together. Oh, trust me, I say to you, we are in this together, man. We are in this together. I'm praying for you. Every single one of you that listens, I may not know your name. For a few of you who have written to me by email, even if you don't write to me, I'm praying for you. I believe in you. And I am confident that every time you tune in, my podcast is helping you. It's a blessing to you. It's an encouragement to you. It's a safe space for you. So in case you have things to share, in case you have burdens in your heart, man, can you find a notepad and drop the weight on there? Right, you need to start writing something out. Stop leaving a whole lot of overwhelming thoughts in your mind. Write it out, say it out, talk it out. Maybe you might even need to get your phone and record yourself speaking as if you're speaking to someone, or look yourself in the mirror and just blab. Just talk about what you're going through. Just let it all out. We bottle so much as men. That shouldn't be. We bottle so much. Let it out. Pour it out. Pour it out. Sometimes all you really need to do to get through the next phase is what? To say it out. Just find a corner and just pour it out, man. Just say that you don't know what to do next, man. It may not be the solution you're looking for, but it will prevent you from being overwhelmed with thoughts that can be depressing, that can be anxious. Because you see, you need hope, you need belief, you need faith, and the courage to try again. You need perseverance, you need resilience to keep on going. But in the midst of anxiety, in the midst of fears, in the midst of worries, your judgment might be beclouded, and you might spend time worrying. Worrying has never changed anything, man. Worrying has never changed anything. So can you change your worries? Can you change your anxieties to courage and faith? Believe and have hope in something better. You may not see it right now, but I want you to believe and hope in something better. Because growth is the only thing that is constant. Growth is the only thing that is constant. And I know that you will make deliberate effort, but can you change your focus? Probably we are focusing so much on the challenges. Can we shift our gaze from the challenges and look on to the plan? There is a blueprint before you. The reason why you are unable to see the blueprint is because you are focusing on the wrong thing. Oh, I dare say that within every challenge is a way of escape. Within every challenge is a way of escape. What does that mean? Hey, I'm not motivating you here, man. This is not motivational speech. I didn't come here to motivate you. Within every challenge is a way of escape. But you need to remove your focus away from the overwhelming thoughts that you may not do it. How old are you? First of all. Secondly, who are you? Thirdly, what are the resources around you? Fourthly, what can you do? What can you do? There are some questions you must answer. When you remove your eyes and your focus and your worries away from the challenges, you would pay attention to start answering the relevant questions that will help you navigate your way out of that challenge. Every man is a leader. You are a leader. Life will never get easier, man. That's the truth. Life will never get easier. I'm sorry, but life will never ever get easier. 4 years ago, a friend of mine usually tell me, guy, take it easy. You're doing so much. Why are you doing so much? Do one thing at a time. Oh, if I had paid attention to that, it was a good advice from a good place. But I'm glad I did not, because imagine if I paid attention to that and I was doing one thing at a time. Where I am right now, and I probably would have been having issues. So I said that to say this to you. Your experiences are legit. Your abilities are legit. Your personality is legit. Same as your passion. Let me just drop this here, right? This has been lingering for a while. I'm gonna do next month. I was supposed to do an ebook, but I feel speaking about it. So next month, there are a lot of you that have been asking questions about how can you identify your passions, and how can you, persons have been asking, I feel, did I just come to this earth to live? Did I just come to this earth to breathe, to go to school, to go to work, get married, give birth, and then die? No, you have a unique assignment on earth here. So throughout the month of December, I'm going to be doing a podcast series on the assignment. That may not be the topic, but yeah. But the whole catch of it is that I'm gonna be helping you identify your assignment on earth. Throughout the month of December, so that as we are stepping into January, we have a clear blueprint of this is who I am, these are my abilities, these are my gifts, this is my personality, my experiences, and then coming the next year, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Wake me up anytime, I can talk. But I love talking to men here. This is why I'm here. I'm here for you. So I'm gonna close with this. Here. This is the last time you will be hearing me in the month of November. And so which means the next podcast we are gonna begin officially with the drill. Then there's another by January. You know why I'm laughing? Why I'm laughing is because 48 hours away from now, I didn't know what December's podcast or what January's podcast would look like. But I just remember while speaking to you that somewhere I had written this plan I am sharing with you some time ago, but I never had the courage to execute it. Do you now remember what I told you? That within every challenge is a way of escape. Just stay on it. Within every challenge is a way of escape. Just stay on it. There may be some premium editions. Okay, in fact, there will actually be some premium editions to the podcast episode. Okay, but for now, you will definitely get access to it from Anchor. Okay, but that's by the way. But either January or February 2023, there's going to be a series titled. So the name of the series is gonna be titled "Act Like a Man, Think Like a Woman." Act like a man, think like a woman. And this particular series is gonna help us to understand what women really think about love, relationship, intimacy, and commitment. Okay, it's gonna be a series. We're not gonna have any man on because, man, what do we know about women? So I'm going to be having ladies. I'm going to be hosting some amazing, beautiful, wonderful ladies, from various walks of life, people that are married, relationship, counselors, and the rest, and they are gonna be talking to us about the women species. The woman gender is a gender that it's a school that we may never graduate from, but it's a plan to work with. So either January or February. My birthday is on the 3rd of January, so it's looking more or less like February. Yeah, it's looking more or less like February. But like I said, you will definitely be the first to know about it. Then also, if you're listening to me, please, and if you listen to me and then you are an app developer, please reach out to me by email. Okay, my email is anainyang01@gmail.com. Let me spell it: ANAINYANG number 01@gmail.com. There's a project we want to work on. Judas Pride. It's a project we want to work on. So please do reach out to me, please, so that we can see how we can work together on that project. So, guys, my guy, do you know how I feel right now? I feel light. I feel light. Because one of the things I just shared with you, they actually unplanned. Like I told you when I started, I was just pouring out my heart with you. That was a plan, man. I just came up here to pour out my heart with you. Today's is titled Man Down. But eventually, man has been up, yeah. But I feel light. I feel like I can face tomorrow. I feel like I have strength to go on. I feel encouraged. I feel motivated. I feel energized. Why? Remember what I said. There's no need to bottle up anything. There's really, really no need to bottle up anything. If you're going through anything, if you're having any challenges, and probably you don't have anybody to talk to, I've said it here, text that number. I'm always available to talk to. Next year, I'm going to set up, by God's grace, by God's grace, I might set up a platform where we can be talking easily. We can schedule counseling sessions and therapy sessions. Okay, I'll set that up in case you want therapy on anything. Okay, great. So, but get a notepad and write, or look yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself, or pick up your phone and record yourself talking. But find a way and let it out. There's no need to stay overwhelmed. There's no need to bottle up things. Forget about what society has told you. Be a man. So be a man means what? Be a man means what? Be real, man. You're going through stuff. There's no superhuman in life. There isn't. So thank you very much for listening to today's podcast episode. Till I come your way again, season's greetings, compliments of the season. Please do extend my warm greetings to your family. I would love to send you postcards. I would love to send you some Christmas emails, to wish you Merry Christmas, I would love to communicate with you more engagingly beyond the podcast. Do write me by mail, yeah? Do write me by mail. And just in case you have somebody who probably needs therapy, do reach out to me. I'm always available. I'm here for you guys. So thank you very much for listening to M2M Session Podcast. Once again, I am your host, AI. Cheers.